This is the alumni lists detailed record. You get to this record by going to the little head in the alumni list and clicking on it. As you can see, this particular record has a huge amount of data on it, but things are still similar to what you're used to seeing in the list view. You still have your navigation up here with your sort and find, and you still have your menu bar that goes across the top. What's different about this view, of course, is that it is a lot more information that has been broken up into a group of areas. For example, the alumni information area sits right here, and it covers things like the person's name and maiden name. It also has their alumni ID, which is a unique way to find a person. This number will never change and will always represent this particular person. Next, we have our contact information. We have a telephone number, a secondary telephone number, an email, and a secondary email. Whenever we send out any kind of information through this system or MailChimp, it's this email here that we're actually most concerned about. Next piece of information is our mailing info. This is completely optional as long as you have some sort of email or telephone. This particular mailing label area is 100% display only. You cannot actually modify anything. All the modifications are done up in here. Next, we have the OHS relationship information. So, how is this person connected to the Oceanside High School? In this case, this person was a graduate of 1968. However, let's say it was a spouse. That would make this an other, and you would fill in spouse in here. If this person had only attended, they would be a former student, and you would fill in the years that they attended here. Directly below that, we have clubs and sports. Please place any clubs or sports that this person was involved in and the year that they were involved in it in this section here. Simply click and type, and it will continue as a running list until you are done. Any notes about this person can be placed here. It's completely editable, and you can stick whatever you need to put in here at all. Correspondence log. This shows you every time that our system has contacted or attempted to contact the person in this record. In this case, you can see that this person was an old member. We sent them a time to renew email on this date at that time. This then gives you an idea of how often and what the last time this person was contacted, so that we don't sit there and bomb them every couple of days because nobody knew that 3 other people sent them the same email 2 days ago. Down here is MailChimp information. In this particular case, this person here has never been entered into MailChimp. We can tell that because of his new status here. We can also tell that this particular email address has never been changed. So this makes this email address a fairly suspect email address unless we know for an absolute fact that this is a good email. Let's say, for example, though, that it isn't. Let's say that this is actually supposed to be something else, like B. McDuff at duff.com. You'll now see that the mod date has been changed so that you now know that this particular email is a pretty darn recent email and is probably a very good email for that person. They're still not a member of MailChimp, but they will be it would be a good time to invite them to do so by using the email invite option up here. You can also see whether or not this particular record has somebody who has a duplicate and shared email. A lot of times spouses will share their email together under one email. So they could have 2 different records inside the system, one for each member, but you will notice that some of them will have dupe and some of them will have shared, and that will let you know that the duped record is the very first person and the shared record is the one who is the secondary or third or fourth person to be using that particular email address. Lastly, on here is the membership info. This is tells you what the membership info is set, what they are set at. In this case, this member is a supporting member, but we don't have any information as to when her renewal type was, whether it was cash, check, etc. There are emails up in the email alumni that will help you and help them with getting themselves set up for membership, and we'll go over that in a different help video.